this not a curfew, but this is a deliberate punishment from the government to satisfy a certain group of people. Chair, Edru curfew time, not if I know coffee, you know. That's so generous, so end them. If you and I error a book in Prophobia. Now, almost to say, or more mobile say, on by a curfew, or more yet, so yes, papa. And a certain tribe that they have sent here to punish the people of Walawale. But 3 days ago, yet John had said, by around 5:45 thereabout, Omoko to share fear back why I walk with Wazu. Now, Omoko drew on fear on no one, tenants being a war. Omoko drew on one Geobia. The Omotian said, Omember Bubu and Dino, our Mokitum, Omo Bubu then Yanaka Nakabaku. Omoko them, I was destroy Omo stealing. The actual IAT and said, now Omoko fear ever, they might be our dead. Now Omoko most are the one who pioneer was your home. Now, so one more say a fear. The Prophone said, they are there where I consider there. And yet, curfew, and your punishment, the government want to punish the people of Walawale and its surrounding communities.
What have they tried to deduce the reasons why Asalem and say okay, Abansi Sayaba, not the former vice president, every Walawale, the support you gave him. Abansi Sayaba, to the best money, we have punishment, we show you where power lies. Sana Momo Fana say, Kwaswana.
Oba Walawale, Nipa Brisana, or Magina Yom. Oba Walawale, Sana Bre, Sana, or Magina Yom. Oh, Mamma Nka some way. Oh, was a start if you win. 2.5 years ago. And a book for a say. If you now move to Bokus or Monsa or Mon first out, Stephen so go to Walawale for so. 5 years ago. And I better say, I didn't never find Kefi and go to Walawale. Because if you say, Obia and Kuwa Walawale, no Obia and Walawale. Never go first Kefi up to Walawale. Until I buy that and one more fuck Kefi number. And I bet we're buying. Now I stand I bet we're buying one more question for Kufono a boss said. One more bar, one more fire if one of my Mukusashi for no. Until Oma say over your mampus for Omoya or you know, one from a million after the Boku. Now I buy and obey 1 month, 1 month, yes, sir. I'm a Boku for that grand letter. I call Ma, one more MPs, I won't Boku area or no. Say, I bought almost show one, so 1 month this out a bonus. Next elections, one more 2 abandoned Jomu. And I want to start letting about 2 days. Any Mama, Yeraka, any other MPs, I call she Minister of Interior and Defense Minister. Well, your name, the Omokafa, Sir, someone who the other one said. One more fucking number 2 or 1. You were one so. Sana, remember, you and they said, I pay no episode of Kill what all first said. What she said, one money will be our Bamu. Until the other person on Bayomu, Sana on Bayomu.
And how are the traditional authorities and opinion leaders taking this as a what are they going to do about it?
No. So, what you say, 4 days ago, no, yeah, I am one man person, no. The king of the Mampurugo air, na Mami Buako Abdullah Sherigano, was man I am for be Abba Walawale. Abba pa you furniture, say, woman to Omubuasi, Effort the Aposono, Omun Quano, the Aposono, and woman and Jisu, every say Walawale say no, on to Copianiha. Until Omonji at the Sera to abide himself. Saki, you know, 1 year free or more Walawale because. And never so be because while there's no conflict, why do you impose curfew on the people of Walawale and its surrounding communities? Especially all the communities along the Bolaka Tamale Highway. Curfew is affecting all the communities along that particular route. So the king sent a pleading message to the government that they should lift the curfew because there's no justification for the imposition of the curfew on the people of Walawale and its surrounding communities. But from there, no, we have not heard anything from government. Only for us to wake up yesterday to hear that the curfew has been renewed or has been extended. Until the opinion leaders and the chiefs are pleading with the youth people to be patient and follow the rules of the curfew so that they will look into it and find a lasting solution to the matter. Now, Mammy Fasan way back and 2 days ago, you were better your friend Juliba. That's how Juliba, no, Omo, any name to Tom for more while. So just now for to show more 5, 30, 40 thereabout. Say, now for a more package on the coffee. Now, Omo to show say, what to show Musu say, Omo be a dynamic that there be a yet to be. And I saw your son, I put down up, I break everything. They went into the inside the bar, chopped all their meat and their leftover food. And all they were saying was that they have come to Walwale and the people have refused to give them food. So they are here to drop everything that they left behind. The military are going down stealing. They are beating people, misleading without any justification. Until the people of Walwale felt that no, this is a clear punishment. This is clearly showing that the government want to show them where power lies. And it is Amama Yaga who is the lead, who lead all this, and they are visiting all this punishment on the people of Walwale concern. That's what the people are saying.
Lolifo, before some is it true, sir, soldier for Oheneba? Even though sir careful, I don't know, what would you just careful just to allow them to do what they want to do?
I know, if you say, Omoya careful, no. Now, we free what Nipa and all free ever drew careful hours now. Say, because the curfew, some cars are still passing, so the people want to come home. The Oberduro was saying, no one see her. And I saw your photos, yes, yeah, one more calculator said, this old man is sick. I sent over to Malcolm, so one man is getting your boo, and over yes, I did. If you remember, even when the king delegation came to us, they complained about that particular issue. If you are a traveler, if you are a native of Walwale, and you arrive during the curfew hours, and you meet the military officer, they will tell you that you have to give them money before you can go home. If you don't give them money, they will beat you up mercilessly and leave you and go their way. That's
right. So finally, to the people of Walwale, when the movie said Bibia calls for it calls for a curfew imposition.
Of course, that's what I was telling you earlier on, that we have been hearing of attacks of buses and burning, and the people are thinking that this may be armed robbery doing the armed robbery. So they are asking the question, so what about the armed robbery happening in Kumasi and Accra? Have they imposed curfew on the people of Accra and Kumasi? Because if you are suspecting that it's the spillover of Baku conflict, you have not proven to the people that that is the case. Because you have not arrested any single person who said it's a native of Baku and are run to went to be attacking buses. There's no any evidence anywhere to prove.
Right. Salafu Medase, thank you so much this morning.
Mr. Medase, Menua, Yamishram.
He's a youth activist and a radio presenter with Wale FM. Salifu Idrisu Enono. Inti the Ekoso Walwale, a cross section of the people, residents, indigenes of Walwale thinks that Abaisa Saye Abba, Dr. Muhammadu Baumia Krum, Intiania, Yanfa Kwembiso, and Shemon Mea. Ibn Free said, well, and this campaign message. The other side, no, was that money a moment to my bar, we will do something to please you, and no one Omukuswa Omoyano. These are security issues. When you say MP raise concerns, and animal one raise concerns, and so the Interior Minister and the Defense Minister are supposed to go into it and then do what they are supposed to do. 29 after 7, Foko Afe Yamra na Yamfa de Bokrant Munsamra. And so Commander Mini Woody and Zani Ebekwa Manosono. Finally, what do you think?
Na nkamame ba ko pe Walwale die na memra we no wadaroma
ufiri ho
da bi ma nka ba ko pe wo ho se me Ghana ni ani ba me mpese me gia tum se aban sesa na aba na abandada no mampani abedi ekire nti ene ma wonu mu eyesa na se mpo eyesa mpo enti a ene na ebinum nkafra ba de ebinum de Mijiri se omu di be sua bibi. Omu di be sua bibi. Nti ma me fa no nso wa. Ebinum di be sua bi so nka.
Okay, me na chow. No dia I don't know. Na over the weekend nipa me ansa na the National Investigations Bureau NIB eto onsa e dia frɛ mu ye papa Professor Amia Ekumfi omo akwakwakye no ama enra omo detaining na late into the night na omo ema ne bail na say releasing no ema ono so ekwe chairman Kwame Bafo Abronye yeso ono so enemi ni agwakudaru akotena movement TV so ekodi nkoma Abronye ko kasaye efa omo a aban atwam ne fa omo adwuma ye yi omo di eni sika aban twa to wo se ko de betu omu ka no se ye yi omo di sika no ekọ hen eda hen Abronye ko kan wo sebe no so no NI before formerly BNI ya ma me no bomu mfie ko nka NI bia ya no ma do se bia National Investment Bank enya NI bia bank asem de ka enka ni BNI atonsa eja from and then Osonoba yenya Ohini Jan me ba tonyo Ohini Jan owo Kesman FM nemom Ohini Jan no ne deputy director National Service Secretariat as at no me ko na maintain say ya release no into ono so no BNI for and as NI before so etonsa friend and as omukofa na ono so NSA National Service Authority suppose or alleged ghost names won send some no and so by amount for are asking said and someone amount for allegations are level against people in high authority, people in government, businessmen, one akoswo san ebeko the energy san hia that you better so na kele be half and a war mem because kianeke ya obi ebetu huhu obi beti kuzu obi beti asem obabi oba beka said the what nie the osusu nie na san na jambia obetibia na e ba be frefria amount for say we are going back into the culture of silence but you be nkomo
ba ni ba bia na ya fro ana say na bi fro bi no media me nti asem no anya mfumso
yeah
wo mu every right so mu fro bia ebi say bi o mo nti ase but say o mu nyina so o mo de frefre ni dia and they say anope kura newspaper say be read ye wi o me fro mo nso because enya Daniel be very report so ani mani bi enti o mo so me fro mo nso na aja si enyina yo Ghana
enti adoma bi ninisum
o se sie hwe
mo hwede
yeah but the atien say NPP for so mpanimfo enso ebe hie bibi afri weem won be hie bibi afri sade weem because yet Ghana ha and you say MPCB age double salary most of them are politicians one munko yet ya amanfo de omuru ehia na adumu sa enkofo bie de o my Ghana dream oba na ado nsuso sa ne ma no so wo ba kire wo mu eya ne de omko bobo oba ho ba akunya akwante praga kwahya aburuchire de ba yi nansi a Attorney General wani ayikura 2 days no hya ase ekrekle wo mu monko sansan wo mu ahoma monko monfa mo nkodi ana afe wo mpese wo mu de mu ebe replace wo mu di boni bi ewu sa de nko o ma ye wo ma di boni akombre mu a ebe tumi ya boni a wo medem dodo say de ko mu
okay right yafa the bokata munsam no emra na me bato mumpe minia nana Kwame Asafo eje aye emame na mini no eni nkomo bosome fra ho MP a first timer na your new leadership for Ashanti Caucus Knife Parliament. Say the MPP from Ashanti region. Omakotoba eyi Omakendi for. Na womo say chairman no Kwame Enyimadu entry. Okay. Who was the Caucus chair? Na almost first vice Kwaku Amprechum Sapon. Kwame Enyimadu entry Asante Achem Central Konongo MP. First vice Kwaku Amprechum Sapon Mampon MP. Then is Kwakwa MP. Chuma Pangoma MP. Third vice chair. Na anybody they say na say MPs bi ense bia no baako e opposition 3:1 because that should be about 37 or so. Sorry. Okay, so third vice chair no Mavis in Cancer Boardroom. Efija Seche East, that is Akuna MP. And then secretary Vincent Ekwasefra Tafo Pankrono MP. Assistant secretary Fredche Asamwa. Dr. Fredche Asamwa.
New MP.
Offenso North
New MP.
That is Akumadan.
Yes.
The treasurer Adelaide Ya Intim. Nsuta Kwaman Beposo MP on the treasurer. Chief Whip no Ogasi Ahwan.
Chief Anya na are you?
No,
sir. Chief Whip.
Okay, so Chief Whip Akwasi Kunadu.
Yeah. Mentionoff. Mo Odizevo.
Mentionoff. Akwasi Kunadu on the year Chief Whip Asante Kokos.
Wow.
And Deputy Whip no lawyer Tony Mie of Odotobri. And I say Jacobu.
Oh,
congratulations. One is now a word you. Obo Konso in India, almost in the capital, Oka Achumanga Beja Santa, almost in Carrier. Oka Achumanga Beja Nofa, yes, a Barakasi. Oka Offenso North, yes, a Commandant. Offenso South, yes, Offenso. Amanse Central, woman say, Amanse Central, Jacobu. Okay, and Odotobri.
Okay.
Amanse West, Manson Quanta. Amanse South, Manso Dubia. Mentionoff. So Mentionoff no so no. Enkro wom. Bokro wom. Dote.
Bokro du.
Ya se sepa yenya also Mojidongo. Edi of Mentionoff. Once in the capital.
Edi Bokro. Edi ebe Bokro.
Ana Mention South to say.
Edi Mention. Okay,
Kwada so
dia say Kwada so.
Oh, okay. Bantima so. Unim said to some people, Bantima constituency no ye Bantima kwa.
Ampa.
Obi kwa nim said there is a place in Bantima constituency ye do for who.
That be nya ora san so kra na buy na Bantima constituency bi na mfutrum.
Of course.
Obi na mfutrum.
It's interesting. Leadership no and you say media relations. Minia Nana Kwame Asafu Eje Aye.
Okay.
Oye Bosome from MP. But I just have to confirm this. The Mumfra media relations no. The support media relations no. Mumfra mame na menko enkoshe. Na eno na mentia say. My one story be and also no. It is purported to be coming from peacefmonline.com. Now, me name those behind this or say Anyimadu entry downs are you a free year in secret Ashanti caucus election.
Oh,
now I want to open this link. Now me say metimi eredi kakra, and it comes with the picture of Yera Kwame Anyimadu entry. The story was done February 21st, 2025. 1.9k reads. Now I say in a secret election. In a secret election, I say.
I said, yeah, open.
Okay. In a secret election held for the first time by the Ashanti Regional Caucus in Parliament, Nana Ayiwa was rejected. Majority of the Ashanti MPs settled on Kwame Anyimadu entry as chairman, while Nana Ayiwa could only manage to get 8 votes. The Ashanti Achem Central MP won with 26 votes. What is more intriguing is how the Evidences MP went into the election claiming that he is the true Bawumia boy and so he should be voted for. Na sorry ne eto aso a e no no so e more soon abeto aso. Okay. Enti where is the link? But my main friend mempa na as for game mame na ye no eni nkomo musa if indeed oba convince me say omakotoba this leadership no e wo honom na afi yenhwe the regional area from the say 39 or 40. Okay, young Koshe and no so. And tell me about Foko, young for the workout and Munson and just about 8 o'clock. My baby for Robert Tracy. Now, yes, shall say, Edding come. You're born for them, now for the workout and Munson, and so, Emra, young Quay. Pesca for Anna, I bought you for your phone, and I say, you may not from the you may be a yedi. And in of the free house cleaning about say blood pressure, blood glucose, and now say be a blood cholesterol, body mass index, hepatitis, no syphilis, no. What about when now? What do they wakuma wakra bread war? I'll kid the Bibia no. I don't know what you moody about one your capre for free. Fold down a betra 50 Ghana cedis per folder. And a pan on Soko see and you know. Nyame aduma first match Ghana Mantino eligible any baso ewo bantima G runabout wa won mo be medilab entu sodi no pa na ko obia mrabi for free na doctor say ubetumi credit kan frɛ no amadi nkobo dandru so anu aba nti frɛ doctor ewo 0530 122500 0530 122500. No me kanfo gasto mixture e di amount baby a wo bia he wo ye funu keka say osa wo ye msamfuru wo onwo ana se bia ye fu ye de mo anya mane bia no me se wa da tutum ni kana kope gasto mixture na no ne adura e ba ye funu mu ha anya mane bia betime tu ase prekopa ma ho to wo na e mana moko afichi ana mote yaw na mu bunyam ye woto niema ho to ade nso no mu na obi ba no mane afancha so ma me ani mu nti eya no ani mu nti o eye situation a wakom te bia na wo no na ya hawo me se wada wonso a bia na dodo soso de bu nsa no ebra no nso na atwa busa ho se de aka na ko hen enti oso nom menso plus mister eno na baby bibia firi onom ya no beko ebeba na dodo asese ba ani ti kama bibia kama na ho ato ana fe so ye beba na utie mi a beba ojunso ntentem ojunso ana ochim junso echim nim so chi ase aha bomade so ojunso na so tie wa onso kan ubi kope Prosta plus mixture ko be bia to bi do bia benya bia to ana se fre doctor ewo 0248 778899 0248 778899. Domo kata udo be jasona no penya de brewo ya di ni ti ni kon sisi ni kotoje na beti na betwa na bakoni na poso ni abrewo ye de oba ni atwantia ni aka no O B D ye say Obia Betidi Amen. Chairman Anasto Kweje sent a message say Menjanov is KMA. Yes, I know. Say Menjanov be part of Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. Now Menjanov constituency no the capital ne. Say the entire Achumangwa Beja South constituency. Achumangwa Beja South municipal ande ewo ho. Nemo Munkawe Achumangwa Beja South constituency capital. Constituency capital. Achumangwa Beja North constituency no capital ne bare kese when your district capital enya debi district administrative na make constituency to mention no for constituency no the capital anything chama pe be dey watch okay daily graphic no 2025 junior graphic national essay competition launched. President shift gears in Galamsey fight. Excavator seizure replaces burning. Say na excavator na watching see akobosu me machine wo kromanum no ekoba dianai na wo say asesa no seizure replaces the say ya tunufu nti say wa asesem entifi na ko ye ntibio wa se wo nhye no on nhye bio na omusisi omu de be den okay. Nana Kwame Asafoje Aye is a member of parliament for Bosome from Esiwa Krachi. Marchen. Dumboko na onso
O nyamia domehuye na offer me the Mindika na Mintia, the good people, some attachers so we are good, the good people of Bosome from na Mintia Santimai, Mintia Patifuni na Yahuye, Nasebe Jafia, Yahuye. Yet to 2 and it's a whole packed activity for us this week. Tuesday we'll have a few committee issues. Then Wednesday near Bob and move for Thursday State of the Nation address. Then Friday we'll have a few questions that have been admitted. Various ministers, Baba Biano. The roads minister will be there to respond a few questions on roads. If anything, the energy minister will be there to talk about energy, and a few ministers will also be there. And the members of parliament, the gender minister will also be there. I table questions, Kakra, I will say, ministers, Nobaba. Oh, you see, the parliamentary proceedings media. It will be difficult to entirely say you are used to it. Every day, even every day something new come, a few new developments come. Oh, Charlie, constitution is standing on that way, and can see say because they took from my Jumano. Who say I gave you I say, but every day we keep learning. And Nyame na Debia Medana say, some of us the first timers, we are very lucky to have seniors who are willing and ready to teach us. In fact, this is a minimum there, but I can tell you that this crop of parliament will be one of the best will be given us from our side. Because it means young first timers in the bed 3 near the Mama Senior Baku, first timers in the bed 4 near the Mama Senior Baku, which means the seniors a very update. Which means so for just a minute, I'm on way of railway lawyer me as let me come away because someone so every day you find that the seniors or rather the second, third term MPs are willing to bring us to speed. Because the Jumana it is 88 going to stand up to 180 something. So I was it sharper than before. The media are interested in our development to ensure you beat me a Jumana so and when we are in 10 times so that we can take the piece. It's marvelous. And no media they be and mention some commend all the first timers. Oh, be willing and ready to learn. I say, so I'm going to say, Friday before after the business statement was read. You see the first timers coming on board to raise critical issues on the floor in the house actually. It's admirable. I mean, and if this is how things are going to go, I can tell you that the Beans and the party will be proud of the members of parliament, the mighty 88, will be proud of us.
But you are nearing 2 months. BBS, your parliament, you take a step back like as hey, parliament on the prayer, what's everybody say in it here?
Oh, no prayer back up here. At the end of the day, everybody has expectation. And now, parliament now are buying more, different. And now, parliament now position is different. There will be better say, be a parliament no buy no Ninja, not a ninja because you're opposition. And yes, no number bayam na sebe ninu na ninja. Ninja because we all expected that you be Dr. Baumia be we near Bano, be forming government and then we'll be doing government business. But this is where we find ourselves. The engineer forming government, we don't do government business. And our numbers are even not the numbers that will stand up to the task that we are looking at. You know. But like I've told you, and I can tell you that with all these happenings, we'll still stand up to the task and we'll deliver on our key deliverables. And we can promise you. But so we can say in India, I mean,
minimal as a minority, no much meshia edding como na hunu baby in the formation of the committees, where baby ubia the committees are ubia kwa sebu also. As that conversation began.
Oh, okay, that conversation from day one. It is something that everybody is looking up to. I acquired any more winning about now ubia share ni muse yebe minister yebe ni mefa ni koha. It's just like that. And from day one, everybody is looking up to and now say share any move on the issue of committees because the whole parliament the human and kasa ewo and ubia home sebe den steve ubia no one na one day the strength ubi o you're good in finance ubi o good in defense ubi o good in foreign affairs ubia o baby na one day wo enti ubia share ni say obinya kwan asum ana aye parliament adwuma no ewo baby na ho den wo but believe you me a leadership necessary so the leadership of the caucus and yes answer no once a while people want to inquire to know say Salimadi no say is it confirmed it is in the human setup. There have been times various caucuses like the Ashanti caucus, like the Eastern caucus, like the Northern caucus. So be a person who say, "Are my people okay?" So that one internal and natural people will do that. So be a share but you see, Friday, maybe raise the issue be on the floor after the business statement was read, and then a major concern. The Constitution, Article 103, say. Parliament, better standing and select committees are. These are standing and select committees, and the Parliament, Parliament has an oversight responsibility over the executives. Over a standing order, order 204, clear. If you go from order 2052, clear can say, at your first sitting, your 10th sitting in the first section, and we say subcommittees in a for me. We are trusted more than 21 times. So
other than Ekasa Motrasia, in how many days? And I was saying more committees more for me.
10. The standing on the 2052. Or say by the 10th sitting, I was say committee in Penifono, and these are all the committees member near the Yajuma. But we are in the 21st sitting, and Friday, we raise the cut of the Friday. We are sitting, we are started 20 times. And committees mean already. So what is happening? Maybe to catch on authority say the minority is done. They are forming a committee. It is a majority. And then they appointment. I don't know whether it's a strategy to prevent us from taking due diligence of a Juma. Meaning, it is the committees that will hold government to task. So committee minister I don't know whether it's a strategy. So I raised it on the floor. But because I inquired, and in the 8th Parliament, the MPP formed the committee. Ministerial appointment in the buyer. And when I said there were a little bit of changes and reshuffling in the committee, but the MPP is not trying to form the committee. Say one person say you don't hold your buying responsible whether we'll get the ministers on their toes to work. I don't know why. So I raised it on the floor. And then it became very topical and debatable. And the leader assured or mobile and in the coming days or in the coming weeks, everyone wants them. So, as for committees, it is something that every member of parliament is interested in the committees. I know committees, and saying, will be interested in the committees, not just us.
I am concluding with you now. Who say is a minority, a lot of national issues of interest, more quickly as I more responded to and then this morning I chanced upon a write-up on your Facebook that I have gotten myself a new diary. What I have been doing these days is just to record happenings in the political circles, especially by the government in power. So I will make references to them in future for the purposes of recollection. So me jump the third and fourth paragraph now. I say I will list every member of my party that will be harassed and take note for a future auction in consummate. I have taken copious note of every comment and disrespect to law and order. Talking about law and order, any harassment, and yate Professor Amiyawe Kumfi said, and before I pick yate an invitation to Abronya, say Onosomra, NSA allegation he Ohini John, and a couple of issues are how is the minority getting yourself ready in all these we are yet to witness?
I said we met in two parts. As
a member of parliament for Asiwafo.
As minority. Because you see, among your semua, the three of mine. Now, say, I didn't the three of mine, no, say, Ecofa, obedient, dear, etne, whatever fire diet, dear, entne, and no enemy how can see it. Now, she said, I buy a two Obama. You have 4 clear years in your tenure. A satisfactory 7th January, I had a buying Asha another 7th January, the 4th year, you may a buying a few them. Within that space, you have the mandate to do or act as the president. Now, and then, a company nina buy a appointment within that space. Now, you say, a buying for Fraba, or you say, on Tiasia, into another way you want. Yekokaya, Mose, Nanu be Musuye binti, and Nayansi yebi. And no enemy person me say, oh dear, what ye, so ye sofu, so ye malamu, so ye imamu say, the Namu ye. Namu say, Nutia, Namu by ye dear, and your try ye mo piankasa. Because, Otrano, ye, some of us will make sure that it is done. Obia na ye pamo nkofo fi nep a ye fa no ye nim data ye de fa wo so ye ba ye be pamo ni ye de ye nkofo aba obia ye ni fi adwuma mu bia has noticed that some comments here also say the MPP government will reinstate all of them and then would give them the allowance and back pay and everything. Maybe for so, but the only person can say maybe ye adwuma wo nadmo. Nase, Ose Abaya Banti, when you near free Nadmo, what of phobia? Can you use a nipple of fun no so dear? Or your NDC need intimation me back. If nobody in this country is speaking against some of these things, Obia and Kasa Afro Yedi, Malam Foyedi, Imam Foyedi, Bishop Ayedi, CSO Sayedi, Omukosunya Kisha, and President Time at Obia Kasa. Say, and next. Wontumi continue NBC 40 continue radio so that baby I can send a cat through a deep and first step be an I am phobia. That's a net. Ye kasa radio so na be an I for friend yeah no be an kasaya and you moon kind of who say that boy is because I buy Ghana the buy no yet there 4 years 8 years 12 years we are there as you say I may die mature and paper that will do it. So Bianca Sadia, that is all what the Q and Ramida on one exhibit. I'm saying, and then look at how people with impunity, yes, to about the police for a friend say, boys are calling me, one command for, and then you see the ballot paper, near yes, Yamamun declare about a black man still there, who began Kasai. Bra, and no Sanyaman, the family, no, and yes, our mama, now, Munya, Dimamu, Kasa, Bill, our Ghana, because Sanya will press a gun and a corner. I give them a gun and a corner. If nobody is talking, then nobody should speak again. When I admit as a person, and until a mommy church was on your mana, we throw you now, minority. So what notice here? We have a proactive leader, Fenyo Markins, honorable Fenyo Markins. Every time, every point, answer on the back on the floor of Parliament. Try to use every medium, every strategy, every tactics that Obinya. Mommy, my classical example, Ken Oforiata issue, no. You ready if you honor. It wasn't even a statement. But Honorable Habib have to come emergency and use one of your cross or the 90s, 93 to make a statement on the floor. I know but the issue was registered. And Parliament is a place of records, into echo records. He raised those issues on the floor of Parliament. BNI inviting Professor, so we are sure so within the week he will raise it. And even last week, yes, only question when they tried to stop Akotia MP from making a statement. He raised it because he said, well, and then when they Parliament, Johnny Parliament, because more market, more politics, no problem. Any issue or any matter that is about social injustice or social justice, we will make sure that we bring it to the fore. Minority is doing everything to bring some of these issues to the light. So that one, Ghana for new we are seeing now, two, the Hansard will capture it as a record. Then if something is going on, nobody, media, I come in,
right.
The record. No problem. Election has consequences. Some of the consequences we are facing them. But by all means, this government it will change. And when it changes, more beer me fre, more beer me kasa, more beer my antenna because the antenna of the ano. Out of my frustration in my small the friend is corridors, I wrote what I wrote.
Okrache Nana Kwame Asafo J Aye MP Bosomefre ho. Congratulations as the media relations officer for the Ashanti caucus.
Right, that's it. We want to now bring Parliament to the region. Yeah, the Parliament no encouraging. Yeah, but yes, periodic media engagement. In some issue of Parliament, yeah, the best anti-member the barman here. Yeah, but the church the kind budget we will come and engage the market women. Will come and engage the local events, the KJTR, the local moral market, the infant, so that people will understand what is there. As for the media, we're talking about the
I don't know when you've been a giant as a corner post.
Oh, Wadaruma, caucus no.
By consensus, the sense of for JD, that the amount. By consensus, no more say as a for the media relations, that the amount.
Wadaruma, we shall be a legwork, no meeting legwork, no more. The media work in the Unamfia, Parliament, no legwork, no meeting I am bomb now. You mean consume was our kind.
I'm going to see it.
Media caucus.
I'm not going to buy you caucus leadership. I'm going to see it.
Wadaruma. The caucus meeting was advertised. It was on our page. You were sending a dear home common. You were sending a Niama. So, Quaya Niama is sending a Niama. Sani fast. Any leadership come, Wadaruma.
Oh, really? So that dispute the story on Peace FM online. So me read about 2 paragraphs. Was it in the secret election held? Blah 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 blah. Man, for nyanya kukuamu asem.
Okay.
nya kokwa mu ade se mu di sie.
Oh, Debbie. No, sir. Debbie. Yeah, meeting in France here. And every caucus in Parliament don't hide. Caucus are part of the parliamentary proceedings. A part of the parliamentary setup. Ashanti will caucus, East will caucus. And it's only in a platform, WhatsApp platform. And it's a committee. I'm saying I have a committee this week. And this week, you have a committee. But Akwem says, or China will say, Tiyawa Dow said, they have a committee. It is clearly on our page. One get to time I have a call, baby, I have a call. Nina Dahwa, Ubia, all the 38 members of the caucus. Ubia was happy in Shua. Ubia, every message, Ubia, the Hunkomo. And that's who crowds watching. Sani a meeting, Sani advertising a meeting. So, me, sure, say, we better say, yes, to be David.
About a month, because you have been a motor as a motor normal platform, so.
That you meeting, I say, Asia meeting, ye leadership. Asia meeting, ye selecting your leadership.
I'm out for your campaign, and I'm almost mobile to Musoba.
Okay.
I'm out for your campaign.
Oh, you see,
I can put delegates, Anna.
Manchester who campaign, yes, sir. But
the wage of the officers, there was a contest, Moto Swaba.
Okay.
The Brani Diana Moto Swaba said they are chairman, vice chairman, secretary, organizer, and I said, then I'm on Quanta, will be on Quantasia, Ubiko Ono Post.
Well, I think all the positions in Iran was virtually unopposed, apart from the chairperson. Near a Koba, and he said, initially, na say Ira, and you may do no more name, but before we get anymore in the 8th Parliament, no, not a binumu frimu. As in, they didn't come back to Parliament again. And I think some have very different and various interests. Then, Ira, are you, and taking up the talent. Frontier, the unknown information, the activeness. In fact, some of us crowd, no interest, me, I did now, but anymore. It didn't die, and let's make the caucus work. And for caucus, no more. Asante region is the heart of the party. So he said, or it's a share, be a car. Really, And in fact, also said, that he was virtually the interim management committee. It's that interim management committee. No, here anymore. So I don't know, but after everything, I realized or certain stage, so there wasn't supposed to be an election. And then only going to when Tinian Kasaman and so at the end of the I am not interested. Nanka, as I back to winning a crown,
What about it in his absence?
Okay.
Fabana in his absence.
Yes, no new. And I don't know, but I'm pointing here return to even find out Charlie say. So you could do one, not a meeting and a woho and Ira, I may do so at the car and the Koya Nipamino. You know, so quickly we have to do the arrangement and select one of them. But later, you really know them to be drawn attention. And quickly, or the next meeting, November, the movie motion say, and can you see a tour about because first the consensus, no, Nanka, you may do near the neighbor, but he was doing what he was doing to make sure that the whole group is formed and formed well. Yeah, I was media, no, the mono, somebody say, but and yes, I net here. In fact,
as Antimantum who here, and yes, I'm there. As Antimantum who here.
Okay.
Is it Ashanti region who wants them here? Yes, I'm there. Decade.
And I think that Honorable Anyimedu also has the good interest of the people. And Honorable Ayu also, from everything he has demonstrated, say, in fact, your pet now when like he said, within the coming weeks, he will move the motion so that there will be a consensus. Now, and all the leadership selection has been by consensus, by unanimous agreement, and all that. And in a way, because at the point to respond to a few, and that was a minimal concern. Some of the MPs class sorry cast there. If I now see a thing in Kansana, minimal class casenka, fan koda fufro, send your beya, or no one casabeba, na yebit no near tin and must say whether or pill, na dear. So Uncle By a young coming yesterday the Twaba. Would have been
no, as I would have me, Jawamako, but my Musa will find Laminya Manko, and I know you'll be candid with me as you have always been. Was there a conversation, say, those who become the caucus leadership, has the potency, say, drive caucus, to their preferred presidential candidate, hopeful, and I said, flag bearer hopeful in the future now.
Okay, I don't think that is the issue. I don't think that because but from where I sit, it has nothing to do with if a Ukrainian issue, the majority of us are in good line, and I don't think there's a problem.
Good line,
then there's not a problem.
Majority of you now in good line, hey.
Oh, don't worry, I'm good line.
I'm for the
and I make sure, I don't think that any of that was a consideration. Sure, man, anything. I mean, behind the scenes, nobody even mentioned it. And I think that when you make who are you? In fact, some of the would have still been lagging behind. You say, Asante region is the heart of the party. He believes strongly that when Asante region is revived, in fact, it will ignite the entire country. And in fact, authority says the media liaison. He was somebody on Ukraine, because Asante Kokos, who media liaison, BBC that. On Ukraine, because we need to bring Parliament close to the people. We need to do some work. We need to engage the media. We need to speak on matters. We need to be heard. We need something like that that will push us into the limelight. And we'll say party and the Kumasi MPs about the Swami thing. So some of these things, now the MPs will be closer to the people and issues will be explained well to the people. And so it was in the good light. He believes that Asante needs the party automatically. So from after the elections, and after the election, then we got to know that say in fact he is just preparing some of these things for this to happen. And yes, not person the chairman, maybe because he has a lot on his hands and his plate. And one money but say Ediana Okoyi interest free Muntemwa. Ediana Ahokikana perform. That was why. So Odibeka said it was a good strategy. Maybe we say said that was a good strategy. Because now you see Asante Region to be committee focus. And now about 13 MPs about within the jurisdiction. But now the interest is high and people are willing and ready to make sure that the Asante interest is protected. That's all.
Thank you very much. Kwame Asafwaje aye esiwa krache erofoko yenye we the next 5 minutes or so
and obi na say president mama so or challenging am na am see adan a enu okotu Genesis 1:3
say aye dey
say nyankopon say enye han but eja mama de wa masum ko aneba.
Okay, so telegraphic I don't know most of for the akana brand 10 time on the na and to
Trebia won't find your Jumano, a car at the back and was 99.59 billion and a yelusu. And I say, Galam say, Corno, Mampeni, Mamma says, was a son in Sa. Quano for social excavators, no says, dear, oh, and son on Shishino. I say, I say, oh, easy. Young call for Frost, so much about you to Swania.
Young call the Chronicle. Okay, acting VRA boss rally style for normal and for national development. And then the rise and fall of Ato Asians Bank, the impact of two governments.
And TV penny no now chesa one edmefo no kasa said be ombe boa mampuntu atumi aba ne yese ewura Atrasian one also ne bank no kwan fa so a sha se ni bebe kokko wie ni nyina no ho asemo de aba. That
is that. Yanko next paper na question yeah wo honum so ebio the Ghanaian Times funding educational infrastructure. We must not rely solely on Get Fund administrator. President Mahama holds talks with Deputy UK Prime Minister, South Tome President, and then GIS intercept cocoa concealed in
1,115
gallons.
But yeah. Gallon yellow. Now, Ghanaian Times the Boka Town so dia wadia bakata fa to so dumie no asema wo ho na wadia ba se yade education yangumasua ho eka yedi nyina akokoto Get Fund so no na omche se pani no se miamfa ni nyina ankonkoto nso administrator na dia betudwa man pani John Dramani mama ya se woni UK Deputy Prime Minister and after South Tome President wonu munsunkuta udi odi aba betu ya ne say Ghana Immigration Service for akọchiri koko ya no ya hye no gallon ya anwa gallon yellow no comfort afra no kofo de no makoma apem wa ha ani dunum kom di ko Togo ani akiri
why yawie ana ebi ohonum about what next na yenkwankwhwe na okay, Oheneba news. Recent military takeover as an answer to economic hardship worrying Nanado to African leaders. Okay, recent military takeover as an answer to economic hardship worrying. And then all NEB staff suspended temporarily. Akwatia MP content case, minority opposes conviction by court. Minority caucus calls on government to increase cocoa price to 7,400 Ghana cedis as promised.
The Boga paper Oheneba news from UK town. And na semwa wadi atudwa ni onu ochese. Na do koku fuadu. Ko na jedi anu kokasa yo. Say yesi o memu ade o mama ade ntina asrafo akwa akotu abayegu akwa so no se sa de no ha adwen pa no asem no akasa de etia. Ana NEP National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. And I see what me for ni na
yazo bia nkotena fie wotesi afrewa no aba wan tesi afrewa tena fie da
Adam kuma won na shem de fie no so ko bo no o ma mpanie se de o be ni maduru dia 7,474 million and also the
say dem wa mo ka se mo betua no mutia za 10% square feet so mutia say
and ya say
Parliament summons Foreign Affairs Minister over deportation of Ghanaians from the US.
And Ghana for the mu free America memu ba bo memu ya sama
I just assemble Holma. We most of money say Foreign Affairs Minister no on go pay green paper green card enter ma wo mu and obi na tini krom no say mo nko mu krom
e dey no ya fa ho onu anko be ka
anyway mo anko be bisa de
no anko be
tinanu ye no ko fa ba yo
anko be
onu ani
accepted. I have interconnected.
I have in my hands further and better particulars.
No,
could you too? Beba to ya we do boka tabu se no birthday wishes le beba me pa to ya bo afo na wie. Na daily guide. Okay. Arrest Ameya Ekunfi invite Abronye NIB targets MPP bigwigs. Arrest Ameya Ekunfi invite Abronye. SML sues Manasseh for defamation. Kwabena Japan loses mom. A dear mother. NEIP sack staff and then Erika Jenya Jumaye. I want to know you go for the. Very sampa. Soldier killed, 6 others injured in armored car incident.
Foster.
Mebacho Echina Yabetua. So 20 minutes after 8, Dr. Solomon Kwati Foko and so Eba Abetrasi. Na Razal Kabubaka Eba Bekahon, Kweku Atasapon, and so Ebeba Abekahon. Na Yasha se Edin. Come I want to be 1013. Wontumi TV, and Hin Wobefei. Wontumi TV on Facebook. Yantra say na ye ninkomo. Dada Boko Mache.
Just
Na oye.
I don't know 5.
Everywhere you know it's getting closer.
Closer.
15th of March.
15th March.
Okay, 15th of March. Saturday no. La wallahi.
Pecci number 1.
Pecci number 1. We were you jura. We were you. Atumebu akwa. Na. Anyway. So you boko there.
Oh, I don't know 5. I don't know 5.
Good.
Some can't talk for so much.
Mechiamuna and I know meche honorable Chumbakudia Fukunka.
He's working very hard.
Yeah.
It's making the constituency very proud. And this
weekend not to say.
No, this weekend was good though. It was good. We had enough rest and no say you didn't around the doors. But in a meetings and my report. No. I think say
Nana Muliki.
Oh, Enliki. We be na nipa be na nye discipline kakra.
Nipa bay.
So obi o ha ne saka ya o ma time na nso. Say na di kan de ama regional executives. Intimi ne sana ba bonten.
You gave them hard copies.
Hard copies.
You don't soft copy ni PA.
It could be soft copies were also given.
And as I had no more I turn into soft.
Red type. It's a means to be a no crown so far so a babontina ma etimi akọ abontene ama manfo nyina hu. The bottom line is that it's the content no and the most important how to heal the party, how to bring the party back to power come 2028. That is what I think say matter most. But as to say
the report will be like that enemy.
Copy back on you.
Oh, okay.
Copy back on you.
All right. Yanshon komona class in free. I never say chance free.
Oh, so report.
Report no.
The entire
okay. Yeah, never so.
So be the one.
The Muhammad did 54 days in office. Will it be right to start looking at what he's been doing and assess him or analyze what does it? You still give him some time.
I know it. To whom much is given,
much is expected.
Much is expected or is required. So over 12 now, the whole.
Now we are Kokota, we are regional officer. Report over what do I find the ama. Obedient about what Bajato, baby the chairman. Oh, you be page 47 machine and so, Matty. Kota's men can come in the woman until address. Okay. Probably young Chanica car now say, young Timothy is here.
Yeah, no, young co.
Sir, 54 days in office.
The entire matron say, they are now expected for your mamma.
Yes, but this is a boom.
Dear, sign a wood.
Nobody here.
Abba. 5,000 days to crown and 5,000 Nadia Nove.
Not for one now, yes, sir.
No. He came purposely for his party, for his people. So Busan and call for there, they will be happy. But Busan will be a word, Jumoma, ye in a disco Kofia. The story will be different. Ubusa will be a word, Duma, Boyan and Kanya, and Kanyama. The story will be different. Ubusa Ticheni or Yamitra, and now Pechi. Number 1, I need to pay your 25% to 30%. I don't see so. A yaya kwa brand say Kabunu, Kabunu, Musa, and Ali. Sa treno. I hear her no begi 10%. Say okay. God is watching them. The two Busan Manso to be a trade and answer 20. You're a former driver or Badan Kenya. That's Kabian Sono. Busano. So 10% now I'm the buy, you know.
For jump was 10% is good because Mampena got now any labor unions
sorry, say me John, Mampena got on the top of Trana. It was
so what in the paper was our respect.
No.
Woman share there. Now you give them some kind of argument or Mamin
starting from Papa now can I say we'll be and discuss personalities. But from cold room time to ship room. Jenny now. Jenny from the cold room to ship room. And I want to say
yes.
Say so no her Ghana ship also. Time of cold room, so when started by and now Obegina Sabeka say Galamsey say a binary declare state of emergency all my university teacher for in Anquatrade. I would me hold teacher for a lecturer a cuckoo down for professor cuckoo down for Legon as for our mutin and fear be in a cheek. Our Muhunsa said, Omuya and a sebi, then for Quemba crap me enemy Jinaya.
Yes, concern.
Yeah. Me members of the whole Ghana and not a boy and penny boy Sahana Montuni to Guye. Because we say selfish and personal interest, personal parochial interest, wicked interest. Say a buy na okotana shape muna o him flag no. Galamsey na say na nkofu no change over or mutu ni gogogogo eko. We declare strike all this be shipyard. So you see be pebi hosa na you don't bring them to
asofo na no mo de Galamsey na preach.
Oh, what's that?
E wa sorry them nananom bi no mo de Galamsey and any man for the dinkomo. And one of their very own Tony Orban say in the last 6 weeks issue over 300 mining licenses.
Yeah. And young say if they are not
quiet all of a sudden and your concern my labor union bill.
But the interesting thing is the silent majority ayana ehu. So niema na ekoso na munum so oka wuntie because ofosuku achiba begina abaye ni bobo I said we press conference keke bia no adan ni ko se nyehwe BBNC almost say ampa BBNC by the time we come. So okay, say ubusam say for 54 days in there. Some of us they near expect BBNC anyone. The amount of makana so I had the answer or forming the government in term. But so for more government in term, so hene Yamu be or be no see him fee. One can see more. Or no be you need them. No promise or more. You want to abandon you can say this man. Or chairman, Casa born or training you couldn't be any at it. It you know my boy must be at or training and we've been at 9, we've been at 2, we've been at the tea, we've been away. It told me no chair, no damn no more amount to a banner. You better discuss you more amount to a banner buffoon as for a mount to a banner. Some who's be almost a channel. Yes, I can't remember or Num Kruma, who didn't dear and Pemuda. 1 month I cry a good native board in it. I say the old bonds I cry a mood in it.
Well.
And he doesn't mean any good for now. Ye bompaye. See, bridges or what do you call it? Interchanges now for more hamon. Now, Agbaja better so ye bompaye. So Bekai have put that's a ubo din crown or Bekai dia. Ye bompaye. Ye parliamentarians a core of we have very high hopes. Se bi ombutume pushia ma obo baby din se pechia anwa kwanta to ahinema kokoben obetima ka no akohwe kwan na yura kofi jobu ye na amosan jagu osisi ya na obetima akohwe no ma ba be yama kuma se for so we are not expecting so much from them nti BBNC bia no de BBNC kwaku BBNC
mache
BBNC
enua
net is saying
na me da che
good what you expected to see here 54 days into John Mohammed's administration wahuno are there surprises, are there regrets, How will you conclude it?
I'm in charge of TFO. I'm in charge chairman. Manakwa.
No way.
When I'm within this year. Wontumi. Yeah. So on my meetings, and I'm in the hand to me.
Okay.
And chat TFO ne Masante Achim for me job. Ohene. That you were quite na kwabi born yum dada no. Na unam social media na what near bo. Na Ghana for the say unum say project and trouble Ghana. And you are
project.
Ombeka batuye wi a emfa vote bi ema.
Trouble.
Omodi ehisam to hear na here onkoto. Ana se obekọ no atu atia otutia wi a ballot box no I satisfied. Results no ba na declare near start say a position na de anya bia na fe disappointment I dey aba 54 days ya to petrol mo 3 at so $1 edu 16 54 days.
It's a pound, you almost 20.
54 days.
Some the other says almost 20 cities.
Yeah, 19.4.
Wasn't that 20?
Me 200 pounds here over here, or the mammy. Or the mammy, because it's a mania kakra. I feel there's our toss beam, or more. You or muddy, no mugusu yedi. 54 days. Abaya or castle baby create juma. The 24-hour economy eba. And so anyway, you may nip me and son ebe. They say bakono crown ye know. So when you didn't show, so when you didn't show, there a hard when they say, so you may be why for we have 6 months probation.
Yeah.
To the funny June. Our probation December. And on the probation we have no mobile man appointment letter and ne kondi the bibiano uso nkofi we omo oba from no omo free Ethiopia omo Ghana for omo Ghana for we say omo perception be say obi owadwuma no bia sese bia ye NDC no MPP ni sorry about be a friend of matter. Yet to abano, no friend of Coco. Me aban minya honko to menkoto. Nam so ade. No so you come as me cover quiet. Nam say oh. And a man must send all over so me de menko. 3 days today our friend say unko fee. Nam say send here. Yo ye no. So aban ye nyina he de yet. Ye you did your friend. Kona koto aba na my friend me education minister and I say me headmaster. Into my 54 days no. You know government are forming in me. So minority decide say omo man nyentem an kan nyentem.
Yeah.
Because you about me say my mama kwan no nya na dwuma. Wonim say ansa na nkomo be vetting. Apart from vetting committee no. Esa area bi a ye vetting no committee a ranking and the deputy and the committee chairman and the deputy part of the vetting committee.
So no say nkomo year committees no and some master vetting no. And pay mene as a forjedi nkomo mebusa no. Or say yes, there's the okay.
Yes.
And minority decided say they want government not to be formed. Maybe be antentem into the moji to say okay, bit me manage near vetting before. So say no more substantive ministers no we no minority no set with baby omode be a minority member be able to committee be on the better so. Sir majority by omudi aba na ko plenary. Yeah, discuss the idea to no majority no is not showing any readiness.
But
say omo ye omo committee who members the aba.
That 3 weeks ago, and I'm say you are friend your cassette. Omaye omo committees never as minority. Na majority for no say because of appointment na president T in Intino. Omo ntwan no we are. But the minimum say yeah, what government no? Yeah, committees no.
So Sabiu, the Bena MPP for Besue Nyansa say, send this for here near you, papa. Here, Omua, Ombaya Bonnet, and to the Nyansa, a definite woman.
Ombaya Bonnet.
Because it was clear said, Yawubaya Biano, and so woman.
Whatever I say,
and so many.
I was in a Council of State elections in the choir. Omubaba bought MMDC's nomination. Ubons will be back. I said, oh, would they among confirm on oh, say, share ABB. The regional minister is in a Juma any day. Because appointment of MMDC is in a Juma. Say, two, a Council of State, we are very on the culture to Facebook. And the side, you're not trying and I'm about to swab. I feel amount 43. Not do it to me, I 20, not 23, no sense. And I both say the presidency will start giving you pressure. The honor bones and pennyful in Jazam a court, naming pennyful could income. And indeed, the whole canoe. So we hear a compromise. From January to March, can abandon to me 12 yaka.
Basa o yes aso a o de NDC fo sabi o mun se hunu eno mu hobu fo ko yes a Ghana fo na be sofa no MPP fo wo mu bi onko fo so wo mu bi
I know because na time NDC fo no metena se aba ben ka se wa to parliament mu no na onim consequence no onim se the finance minister na anya sa budget na from January to March abanin to aka na who cause am tie de da bia yanwene o man no ho na anya de abebo o man no omo de omo at liberty to do whatever they want to do se be kwati o man no se omo se ne wi ane abane aba be correct samum
anyway.
Well, a bit on the BNI invitations.
Say they do it there, beba. You know, fancy I may be crouch never throw. If you serve a bamso. First of all, I can say beba. Bampen force you to move it out, Shamania de Tiamu. Me, never me a juma. Namin him say, You're to a very near we near Uncle Hobium. You lose Uncle Hobium. Somewhere September. I'm not handing over and I'm not here. So sister la bibi ho na antiase na afremia never be yano. Ba o harase me ne se me nye hwe o tena o pay back. Because from Ohi until that.
Is that how we should live? Is that how we should govern? Is that how politics should be?
SS general baby. SS top war baby. What the mantra of resetting and a buy. And the Sanao principles of resetting is something to go by there. And no man and dada na no. There's a jay. The make what I say. And no man and the dada na enyan as a jay. Now we invite you to be an aya. We invite Nipana and I trust Yachano. Nipana no willingly or buy and was watching. And I thought I say, not creating news. Now me read and I be page. And no man this if I can't, I am throw, I am free will be abyss in them. Now no who then can a band no day a bed fable.
Yeah.
Say be a new relationship. And maybe a bed fable no walk with us and path for no more friend. And no more friend say, or more find it out. No casam no conquer good animals. And this forbid me catches will be a no one people will be any papa. And say, what bam now by over the amount. Namu communities work was a project.
No more movie.
No more
my
no more movie. No more movie pa, no more movie. And oh, or no, a cotton or waba. ɔkyena kɔ na kɔbisa hwɛ sɛ ɔde bɛma wa ɛno ana akan no ɔmo hia deɛ wɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ mo simple kɔyɛ da bi adwen sɛ ɛsɛ ɔma ne tumpɔn ba ɛhia deɛ wɔ mo hɔ a mo ma mana ayɛ denden ntimi dɛ ɔhene wa be invite to be akɔ de onim no kwa anu akɔka because the trimu fita say necessary for us me ɔmo mbubo mu de me ne ba akɔ di nkɔmɔ extensively the way ɔgye no di sɛ ɔmo nya hwee no me na me nya adwuma hɔ de ɔno bɛka na me bɛden metie te saa na te a to be much ado about nothing.
Okay, me da say afa yenwura mu e o yo say omo lawyer for no say I have in my hand no way to omo your cross examination to the report of the committee of inquiry into the poor performance of the NPP in Ashanti in the December 2024 presidential and general elections. In the quest to restructure, reform, reposition the NPP to recapture power in 2028. Presented to Mr. Bernard Chubosi, Ashanti Regional Chairman, at the Regional Executive Committee on February 16, 2025. Na minkomu bebrebe me jampe at the court recommendations, you know, and Nema Oma recommended na Omo conclusion. Now, fortunately for us, Dr. Sulomokwati Fuku was a member, another is a member of the committee. So recommendation, it reads, or securing the menace of the delegate system. And here 1, dealing with the economic hardships. Okay. 3, dealing with the corruption tag. 4, avoiding arrogance of power and intransigence. 5, pronouncement of party stalwarts. Communication strategy. 6. 7, the healing process of reconciliation. 8, the party structure. 9, MPP ideological school. 10, job for the boys. 11, godfatherism. 12, attention to world banks. Role of past executives, that is 13. 14, conflict management strategies. 15, media relations. 16, research teams. Losing our natural allies. 17. Because of how some of them are sensitive to 18, conflict management strategies. 19, greediness among party leaders. 20, discrimination and favoritism. 21, failure to utilize assembly members caucus. 22, engagement with chiefs, educational institutions, FBOs, and then civil society organizations. 23, negative influence of teachers in secondary schools. Okay, no. Ana omode conclusion no, and so abam. Dr. Foko, my chain. Now who ye dear?
I don't.
A woman in ye. Mokwana me nyina no. Okay, it's over kratana. A table of content, no. My memo boss man who near ma ubehunu research him. Acknowledgement, introduction, executive summary, statement of the problem and research questions, research design and methodology. 3, methodology. 4, significance of the study. 5, mandate. 6, limitations of the study. 7, general findings. 8, economic hardships. 9, perception of corruption. 10, Nana Akufo-Addo's leadership style. That is page 19, which I would love to read about. 11, distasteful utterances by party stalwarts. I would love to read that one too. 12, the perception of on Baumia as a shadow of Akufo-Addo. That's also going to be another interesting one. 13, the tribe and religion of flag bearer had any impact. 14, the Akan factor. 15, party structures, role and visibility. 16, the effectiveness of the campaign structures. 17, ineffective strategizing. 18, D-Day operations. Under that, lack of proper conflict resolution. exclusion of polling station coordinators, internal conflict and defection to key party members, presidential candidates failure to engage the entire constituency, security concerns and intimidations, leadership conflicts and lack of meetings. And afei near akano enso ewo honma. Tinia ma betima kenka benya bia kenka report me binie na enkofobia likinti anyway. Brother Boko Mona yesuma mamuko yes adwuma no. Deja eliki no.
What is
oh yeah, committee members na me.
What is every committee? Every committee.
Say
we handed over before.
Mode hard copy na boy na soft copy no.
Soft copy was also given.
Nti
If you don't know, I don't.
Okay. Anyway, nanu me busa akwa say yede ne pie.
If you don't know, just say. And the pie no.
Dada Boko. Ma me musa we. Adwuma na mokoye ye no mawie.
Yeah.
And then ntimi ngura mu bebre. Ne mo ne tofa bom no. How did you do it? So basically, general appreciation of the work that you did. How did you do it? Who did you speak to? How do you assess their genuineness of respondents and responser Monsa Eka, you know? And then when say moving on, no, an action that is expected after this report. It does appear, say, as a party, for quite interested in the Ashanti Regional report than the national one chaired by Professor Mike Okweno. Na and also so nan one than mate mensaka yero safo mafu and so committee no after say 5 years, right? Say 2020 after 2020 timfie be numuni afi na ba abonten de no mode ye de ese wo mu a de no mode ye and to be anti no because me jitum say portions bi o wa na be sensitive then na be but this o wa it was shareable to the party people na so so de ne de ano fi afi no agent so me so ayeye de bi enti no eno to ba be kinkan mu nsam kakra e de acham from that week ikono you know that go ma mintiu
Oheneba, issue no nyina is Ashanti region after the abysmal performance of the party, no? Party in Pennyfushia. Pennyfushia, and Omo Yomadrin say, it's a say more in house, almost shed there a course of Ashanti region. The entire Ashanti region. MPP votes.
The regional executive committees, my friend, and as a regional council. Regional council, no, etnasi, a key decision way, at a committee, no so much as my answer national po,
and something I made
a question. I get a home at a committee. A bill, a mention can you say, a Kwame and Jubos Yakuna Kasa. And na efini pemu e finance this project say ebe hia say party be do sa na mo no the party first come ma ya on twen e ma party first come mansa let of go to asoma me he say so mama no you can say tomato mo
you know they are quite
catch say mama na dada no so
after
so on kasa me amekasa ama no
after sa we ni nyina no then the committee was set.
Okay.
We send penny for din who committee members now do. You know, chairman supposed to name penny for Dr. Oheneba penny for Akano. And then the committee was set, which I happen to be a member of that committee. Questionnaires, no, you develop questionnaires, no, almost 1 month, and sign it enough questionnaires, it me a cover almost all the issues and person. Yeah. Then the team was set. So you encode the whole region in na team no nipa ne makoma 15. Nti 5 and the chair region constituencies in go so. Nti constituencies a group be at least 8 or 9 constituencies. They be now try so with makutu. If I think I work 3 but 3 nenye into 2 you work 1. We best spend the whole day in aqua information. A quite fast information both and now ETF with research languages be our qualitative and quantitative na so for no in the use here but okwa udi kan so be share party executives na constituencies ni nyina baby bebre ho a omo ya ade baby they say dra any other places no executives ni nyina e be share then you go through questions ni nyina no asa mo makonya ama aka mo nsem nyina o nim nyina fa party no di ntia party no ya ade di ntia anya ade free tete be dru sa mbre nyom be kan nyina now so no so some question no more di nkomo mu wia the ma we research work we ne different ne say na what yes abontene ntia abontene unya driver ni a no agina no na ne di nkomo na wa record unya fitafo a na no madi nkomo wo ko classroom na teacher fo na kira de osre kwan benya kwan ya ni bia pi na no madi nkomo bank fo no madi nkomo ekuafo no madi nkomo so the target no wasn't MPP for the population na you pick here no the population was every voter in Ghana where possible and as in Ashanti region any target or more available to respond to the questionnaires and answer question na yebusa omo it this way na e buy no outcome na se for nyina and free only the party people but from the people who matters omo yembu omo party no bi o you walk over them but omo nyina so kokrumuti omo de to oba de omo treye ena ya tro ya ye be analysis na ya do we say ne buy na Oheneba interesting revelation be brave by. So musmonya short copy ni binti mbeti makinka. Interesting revelation be brave. Ubedru be na omo kan ekwan asema aba mo hade ekwan ni nyina. So there be ye high mompon and my ekwan no. Ba sa Ashanti region Kumasi ene ya hinkuro se mun develop Kumasi a now ya hanyina akra na still fa na se mun ye ekwan no. Nti say interchanges no one kan mo anye bi ha you don't care and we're still going to punish obetiti niam bebre bi wo bi na papa na modene bae no ye den bae na this Yoruba woman net saying so he was okay but say mode obi free enough na ayifo obi free enough and this phones do be free enough it enough for me in the bae until me no they say any do to money be what to man you know the whole lot of this na be okra ni ngino ho sa se betimi aba but it came out and we but trust but can nyina boom you spend almost 30 quality days putting them together analyzing when nyina sana results no we know 18 about so in a nutshell that's what went through. It was a very difficult job because the time frame nusa, but you need to come out of a quality work because of say Juma Ediasha and say Jumani. The outcome no see the year Juma, say party the year Juma, Oheneba, and young one was 2028 MPP beat Masamba power now bounce back big time because for the first time also previously so be two abano MPP Lusua Obusa omo to abana or say manto ama NDC but we dey boldly obeba bonten say 3 times in mato abama MPP but this time around me 2 tiam and this time around man ko to enam ABC the ba some ye corrections in year yin nyina say back but to me say there's hope say idru anaduna nsuo to a amanfo sa beba fie abeda until there's hope only say the homework na say you know any nyina na amanfo de attention nyina akogina and attention do nyina akogina delegate system no but I can tell you say research which say delegate system need to be changed. For that one we need to do a lot of overhauling so far as the delegate system is concerned. But enya no kwanti na nkofo ankoto aba nya no kwanti the D-Day no de no so ka ho bi obehwe attention do no akọ pieces no so at the expense of the rest of the party hierarchy no until no so no create a whole lot of problems by Oheneba you be go through until we go through no busa the opposite busa but That is the
okay. Okay, Koku. Also, so no initial comments about this work.
To be say, so research work about Bontena, you can critique it.
Yeah.
But this is Kofu me offer be the confidence interval. No research work, but now count confidence interval. Others say won't tell us now because you have to have confidence interval plus 5 minus 5 into power. Kasano, give yourself a huge confidence interval.
One more problem with the confidence interval.
No, this one is okay. Just give yourself say me obi the research work about. I can give myself a confidence interval say plus 10 minus 10. No my head still we know the alpha chromate in big I don't know still stable and I say and stable. It you testing in our be stable. We also know the qualitative was more than even the quantitative. So I don't know where they are coming out of this. It's a genuine and very good job. Ya bab on time will be a bekaibi. I'm a war person drew no your home drew come. I'm a party in one ya kono come next general elections near to
Kwaku Bramwe na we are my best some 5, 6, 7 minutes be we are then I'll go back to Dr. Fugo and I pick an aspect of the research that we talk about it.
My recommendation.
Now one who
na to say Mr. Dr. Fukuke on Crophobia a Kahubina region near Sofa. Sadie ni fro Oheneba ho bankwa de enye se friko kwata ho bankwa de enye ntiama enipa bi ade a ya eye no because of say ye ka ye ne ka say eye a ebebu obi di nti de bebe bia ntwawura anye de enso but afutuo kakra bi ne wo amayo nkwa nkwa aso nya den ntwama ohene nyoma ne bi wo ho no ma te se project ya Dr. Mokai ohwe krobi te se Obuasi East na Obuasi West doc oko honorable Kokuku Atenwa the town route almost done. Oko Dr. Boachewa the town route none. And na constituency a ni nyina nsubo ma ese subi eni hia so. And definitely pressure be call MP na de yenye no so. So in our next government no equitable distribution of projects. Nyama Santa Achimnof. You was to tell me, Kono no money be. Bantama, I was to tell 5. Na Odo Tobri, or money be. Na men share south, or movie 3.
Achumango be just out, any be.
Achumango be just out, any be. Don't say, Ohene, ye can't abide no performance. Abane Baku and Sana constituency na de aba. But constituency ni betimi adi whereby aban why de ayakono. Okoda Chim area of the Eastern Regional Road Network. Come. Okoda Krobo area of Eastern Regional Road Network.
Wontumi number
Enti position no dog. Yeah, the position in ma obi a sadu we na betwa. The party should be involved in the appointment. Yes, I'm American. Because I'm going to say, Yamobi minister. Minister na the position no man no. The friend of them, the amount. Meanwhile, if be a guru boy be the deal and no kwaji ade no man. Minister no feel say, na allegiance now should go to the guru boy. Enti when they decide to say your road networks our Ghana ha. Yenye hade me yenye hade. Yeah, their political benefits in the bed. She saw baby akwan ekoye ye de be akwan bi wa bi anke nya vote no bebre. All right. Near to be delegate system me suggestion is. There are delegates in there be ho. Because yentimi ma obi an kwasi ekoyi. Na e to aban. If I say police station, be unfair 15 make home, then 20. So my suggestion is police station be I should get 20 people. 20 people, no 5 executives, 15 other members. Now, from day one, I'm forming the polling station campaign team. Near call electoral area coordinator no near form the electoral area campaign team. Now, ya come boom. Once a number no, a bit near do 30 electoral area campaign heads no ya be 10. Now, on the polling station one now adults. Now, polling station, Momo, I say 175 times 30. But tria, I want to mean Triacasibia. Eh? Trianan is the phone to you. But the only say, you call Kumauno. Dog could be a cotwaba. Now, when you be Cacrano to fridge. No, the fridge not to castle. I be yes, you can't, no, an anti fee. I go Frank Crawford say, I'm not going fridge.
Okay, so I think this forms some of the recommendations.
Yes.
We're discussing this, and then we discuss exactly what.
So, my men pick the response. What work in the then we talk about it, because what you are talking about here, recommendations or the conclusion of the research work. No, rather somewhere. Good. If you to say,
oh, Yamado, many doc and Asia, and my boss,
Quiquata,
on the boss. In fact, if you say, oh, Mammy Huno, or Boamepa directions, I would have a party more, and in Penifua, Quiquata, Machomono, the idea many also. If he said, Ubeso, we share party penya for Hobono. Said, although who no another day, no Hobo. Omanuko nima ogwata de no ho bo a omanuko nima
ogwata be de no ho abome
so da we panyin na yedi ochi boss
ogwata me ne ogwata me na me panyin
na yedi ochi me nka panyin ejumo pa panyin party we mu
obi a won take president
ene ko si sei owie nye mudia fo ampena mokoko hwe mu ene no mo sa ya mo so dom no okay, but I'm call straight to let me find no shots from you. Okay. So the Obia per no, that was page 19. Nanado's leadership style, and this is what is in the report. On the leadership style of the president, 87% of the respondents asserted that the president was seen to be unmoved by public sentiments and concerns. They found him too carefree, while some found him non-receptive to ideas and suggestions to the very issues that would have made 2024 elections easier. Some of the respondents said the first term of the president was very good and that he was a listening president. However, in his second term, he appeared to exhibit arrogance of power, autocracy, vindictiveness, among other traits which did not augur well for the party's fortunes at the polls. Unanimously, respondents asserted that the president's refusal to reshuffle ministers in his government was seen as a show of weakness of his leadership. His unmoved posturing on the reshuffle was seen as because it involved his cousin, Mr. Kenoforiata, the then finance minister. The respondents expressed their disappointment in second-term leadership, regretting offering him a whopping 95% in the presidential primaries of 2015. 87 MPs, most of them representatives from the constituency in the Ashanti region, are listening to their constituents and voters in the long recess parliament in 2022 returned to parliament to call for the immediate reshuffle of the finance minister, Mr. Kenoforiata. The president was unfazed by the clarion call from Ghanaians. Instead, he was determined to punish the MPs who felt were leaders of the call for Kenoforiata's ouster. Not only did he remove them from their ministerial portfolios, but caused their ouster from their constituencies. Many party neutrals did not fail to see the president's hand and divisions that ensued in many constituencies. That's my main financial in free one.
Report amount for views and other. Sabi, you're free. Say or Kaumon almost say Ufurata and Kono, and I guess but president couldn't move me. He couldn't move me out. The minimum maka me no munina air say. the president seems not to be a listening president. Edu stage B. So Obakaya minim Dr. Fukumu or Monoma Bentebia no Matibida. In the history of politics in Africa, and I say we are maintained that say a political party be wa bemu na 50% of the MPs and I never 50% tempo. Asore jina say ya doba ya family member ya ne dom ya see yempen we ku no ye nyinu film bebi oja me hu bida tama 88 MPs so original say yura oforata yempen no Oheneba sa obekaya before then na almost every party person bia say economy ni so otiase so ontiase say finance so ontiase so otiase so ontiase he felt at that material moment that yura can oforata no a problem e de ma party ni any aban no me set examples baku menu ewo efia sa 2022 obekaya me see we campaigned on the friends and dollar your friends CD depreciation at that material time I may call for the removal of Kenoforata no na dollar number 76 at that time let's say for CD na intimate match almost all the foreign currency no ebu CD ni se kron 4 that time I started say and inflation na number 50 something percent we campaign on inflation say inflation e cost we campaign entina e idea na e honum ansa na MPs na edebe source and unfortunately the president couldn't listen. Then Yanon Cross said, Tama no you know every finance minister no, and he added him another post. Well, and yes, now the ordinary person will feel that presently the Obekabia auntie.
Okay, so
I spoke to a lady.
Some respondents raised issues about the change that the president and the leadership of the caucus, the leadership caused in parliament by forcing the resignation of Honorable Oseche Mensah Bunsu, an MP from Ashanti region who was seen to be brave and courageous and intelligent face of the party in parliament. Many thought it was a conspiracy against him by the perceived Achem mafia, especially since the reason for introducing a face from the central region to salvage the fortunes of the party in that region turned out to be an embarrassing disaster. Ashanti took note of that slap in the face. Respondents at Obuasi West told of the tragic story of Honorable Kweku Kwatin, the MP of the constituency, a deputy finance minister, who the parliamentary leadership and the president had to plead with to leave the ministry to chair the finance committee of parliament after Dr. Esibe Yabua had lost his primaries. The MP had his integrity to protect and would not yield to certain entreaties. Honorable Kwatin had to be kicked out of the finance committee. He went through the primaries with great difficulty and almost lost the general elections as clearly there was serious mobilization internally against him. The party almost lost the seat in 2024 elections. Razak. Interesting revelations and response.
Yeah, very interesting. And now, that is your friend is saying perception of the
respondents.
Of the respondent. They couldn't disagree with them.
Yeah.
They couldn't disagree with them. But what would you know? What would be before? You have your disagreement.
So you review. It's not about a bedroom ceremony, not a move from perception. It was the perception was out there, but
and
you went there to
and they shared with you.
So these were their views.
So it has moved away from a perception to a reality.
That was their views.
Yes,
their views.
Maybe a line away. Politics is perception driven. And it's a independent perception. Say Honorable Fukuyi Guda. I bet translate it into voting for him. But Nippon perception say Honorable Fuku bada. I bet translate it into voting against him. And as political party, they are now have power. So have power there. So perception against you, it goes against you.
Now reality not done on you.
Really, but the Americans also doc. Somebody be warm. up to date say ye kan nyina ye nipa fo ya yetie ye nyina ye nim sem bi ba ku menu bi a wo di tuotu ya esi okon kra ye nka wo ye nka
agese men kwa na meka
well
say
ma unka ke ba mama fo tie studio asese na yapon because of say the yensu enim no enti sem ni bi wo a onje doc enti na me ka say it's perceived and now I view that is the view of the person, but it might not be reality.
It might not be a fact.
It might not be a fact. Thank you. It might not be a fact.
It could be too.
It could, yes. Oh, absolutely. That one there.
The perception is shaping the person's thinking to decide.
So, and the danger in it is say, and I'm saying no. Why we need Ukraine to win because of young come when I say 1% to Tieba Baninti. Now we jaw now on no perception. I said the reality, the no no. Now I take it center siege. A typical example. What is to be a year example or Oheneba. The decision to remove the then MP was solely on the delegate and the people of the party, not any disagreement he had with any member of the party.
No external force.
No any external force.
The decision
to remove,
change him
to change
as the candidate,
parliamentary candidate,
yes, was solely
based on
of the Subin constituency. And yet external factor.
No.
And yet Ken must go
where do you know I belong? Why? Where do you know? Oh, me.
Yeah. That you will always go for him.
Every time. I stood against him.
And there wasn't any external factor that influenced
you. You know me. Who me? You know me. You know me. So I didn't pay. And I'm sorry. People might forgive me. Out of the 17 executive at that material moment, no no 3.5.
No, 3.5.
And 3.5.
50-50.
No, 3.5. I'm telling you. The executive.
And it was not caused by any external factor.
No. Okay. But
Do you also agree with me that the perception out there is that Eugene lost the parliamentary primaries because he was a frontliner in the Ken must go whatever.
Remember,
the perception out there, those outside the Subin constituency.
He lost the 2024 primaries. He lost the 2024 primaries in 2020 primaries. Yes.
Because there's Subin specifics.
He lost the 2024. Me say he lost the 2024 primaries in 2020 primaries. In 2020 primaries, that he lost the 2024 elections. Because you see,
on Eugene comments specifically.
The issue about most of the case, Oheneba, Opera, Mijili said Dr. Moe, they say almost a voice of the ordinary people within the constituency. Ordinary people within the constituency. Yekan. Say a man for say Sikasem the higher bidder and the winner and Oheneba. On the day of election, I'm sorry, I'm from Chairman. On the day of election, lawyer Kofi Obiri and Yewura Yujumbo Chientri. Akwanya na omudi jai delegates no. Omu nyina tu ape. Anybody America so what I said. Akwanya na omudi jai delegates omu nyina tu ape. Album no a e call election no. Lawyer Kofi Obiri no hu album na da no nim say album na tie. Yen and the tenancy and they make sure say you be who call before so you be share album. We ended up having 103 out of 800 votes. 103 out of 800 votes. So almost 900 votes. They all gave out a friend saying, Omunina, the same thing on the election day.
So you see,
yeah, that's
out there, no. It's not the issue, no. Delegate system, no. That wasn't the issue, no. Kesio. The issue not buy any say. We are delegate. What is sika? We are oba me fie se me nkoto oba. So delegate system you two sides. First one here, omo na select to be maybe the person may be unpopular, but because of money and influence, I'm almost select to be why unpopular. Emwa. Number 2, when you pekro na oji sika wie na no one ma friends I still be one ma koku bi one ma we bi no alaji one ma obi no ono asan ba ofie say hey time na so nkoto aba
oh doc me no we adwene on
me that was what was
yeah
delegate system no two sides a kutia party no pa no na apart from so mo gi sika kotoma parliamentary candidate be that one I want a negative for you hot that but the second one here say wa uji sika wie na wa ma wo neighbors no na me ba ko ye ko no say ne ye ne yi netia wodi nsuo si gya so e ko gi akokɔ ne mo fie ne MP ho no be no ankora ofie kura wa ma omo what they say chance na ono bo no doc also we e kura ma now e be dru ha adana e be to aba na wa be gine ha say ya mesin nkoto na tam na so e na me fa amade e ko afu
obuase
just what's on the bem no the delegate system no
you got ready
the party ninya in two sides. It is the same the amount for nyina gine yo no say sanitary dia yem obi an to bi na obi an koyi efans obi an koyi we so obi to bi no obi akoyi kura na nese samu a mukoto koyi ye no mu anya de amana anya akono a 14 voter no kwa metubi ono so be we so there are a whole lot of this and that we need to sit down to come out with ultimately that say e bia yuju mu dia no we mu na tuma mu no tuma mu but sankofo na ankasa na omkoto aba no
omusuban e wa bonte
no egu party no ho fin
that one I absolutely agree with that one said a general issue general but now about invisible hands bia na election
there the invisible hands so all can o measure bia na untimi measure
yes
but I can tell you say the invisible hands they wa bonten no wo we delegates no it mean influence so e ma okoto aba ma we na so ma okoto ma we
on the quite
all right Mate so I think that we have dealt with that and Dr. Fukubo on the leadership style of the president
also leadership style there na man for so nyina ho say anytime economy no enkoyie anytime people are crying for maybe also Russia Ukraine one say for money no be able to say kuku awokoto kuku menkani kuku Russia but to be treated more you call out in the amount for can be treated more on there be any finance minister no onya de na de ntina papa no when you know mo kan no mo anyi no na obi aka say we ni nuantia no no fast ntia na baba confirm the inner circle challenge na family and friends na amount for dikaka na e confirm so television no more baba obi be kan say you call baby mo say na o change ya odi Jera senso be ye road minister awo hakakre odin eyi apekro enu ya ehunu kwan ni bebre ne tin ko fa ba ko firi ho de ne baaya sisi a nkade na nkebesi kabu se kibetima ye kwan no dodo no nyina amanako na twi kowe you try say once until mad be structured questions in the be unstructured no what structured one dey betime yi nipa na free man ko tribal bebre but be do unstructured na wo ja na so no anka we no dia so do how true ni nyina untimi nka ka okra ka hanka wonka you try to be very charitable baby kakra
why do you have to
miss you try to say
you have tried
no you tried because one policy certain words that you can use it
out
now your mother is good so mommy but you be telling no cause mommy say this is different because of your mother as I say so mommy but because of your mother so and then the same
leadership style of the president
but you never be brave and now you can
and one near come or some to Abamayan. If you are meeting me our different opinion.
So we overlooked the importance of always pleasing the voter.
I say, problem now, if the party is not seen as strong, our executive, no, ebeye nyoma bebre abomwa say anebe.
The Teko says I should tell Razak he disagrees violently with him.
On what?
Oh, but I'm not expecting everybody to. I'm not expecting everybody to agree with me.
Party. So party no leadership no ya who so mo ya strong. Na ida bibia ma the president side way enso it.
Okay, then yen hwe bade back here will be 10-15 minutes. Yen hade back a amount for so free say party ni be mu a we could have corrected something. Now you move forward no. The effectiveness of the campaign structures. Okay. Over 92% of the respondents said that the structural composition of the polling station, electoral area and constituency campaign teams was very good. Others complained about the departure from the norm, where the composition of the constituency campaign teams were the prerogative of the constituency executive, stating that this was a major flaw in the 2024 electioneering campaigns. However, the view was strongly expressed that the campaigns at those levels were not effective due to lack of resources for the campaigners from the candidate or party, to lack of proper coordination and lack of proper reporting mechanisms. There is a call for separate campaign teams formed by the parliamentary candidate and constituency executive, as some of the pieces, especially those who did not support Dr. Baumia in the primaries, focus the campaigns on themselves and not much on the presidential candidate. This matter requires a solution before the next general election. Almost all the respondents said they were unaware of the composition of the campaign team at the region, but indicated that the campaign at the regional level was not effective. About 90% of the respondents said they could not relate to any campaign activity at the regional level except seeing Chairman Wontumi once in their constituencies, ostensibly to ignore the campaign in the various constituencies. Dr. Fogu, say.
Dena ye bebu show no clear ma the pictures so boku baby o ha many specifics but boku baby o ha na parliamentary candidate ni picture nkwa no display wa amfa presidential na crowd no ansi ho
no say nya we nya secret
so wa amfa presidential candidate no crowd ya
anka no ntu boku baby a na party na koye one side
brother so nim baby bi si o
say ne o book no
I na wuzu winim
muslim hu bi
aswase na hu parliamentary candidate no nko ade
ina kumasi akura baby constituency be 3
bobi di mame
constituency be 3 so obobako yenkoso so wogwe no
okay.
And then
like putting people on the
no, but it doctor book without Troy. I don't know force my bob aqua menu na can de most here
so why are they okay good reader when was auto international the who say and as almost suggested say say tie dia presidential campaign team no enye separate not parliamentary ways no so e dey enye separate so ko so who had the D-Day operations according to our responsible. So time sika ni bibia de koma presidential candidate no be share chairman fi na de ma wo
parliamentary candidate no
all the shining sem one chairman no but parliamentary candidate na ye on the mood now the amano na obi a onye presidential we na juma who has our resources
and the tribunal na on no especially where the seat no a safe seat
it will hear sa nipa no obeye adwuma na ma party na so ba ya mo no nko a edu obebi o mo kan ye bia obehwe bia no obon se votes no bon se decline no ye sharp
Okay. So yeah, parliamentary presidential primaries no. Not on support your presidential candidate.
Could be.
And I say the Timukano on Peno. He is a parliamentary candidate at a constituency. He's so comfortable that one could macro bury it. And now, a day a bit presidential candidate no on Yenesa. Baby, or how must say parliamentary candidates Montumana be crammed to any. Hey, a bill. Interesting. But worrying. But you know, Sasaru did one could dear was on a campaign manager of a honor presidential and a besofa. And but there are a lot of revelations going on. There are a lot. It is on DNA, so better as number distraction and next time. Oh, share. Almost like the regional campaign team. You way education one for way one transport new way for you baby I now they existed in name paper kwano existed because we are more resources I'm just say send your resources now madam don't let the people know say BBC yeah no more nanti no more nye or more DSS and no more I can speak to two committees and I was Bako, the committee chair no struggled from his own pocket. Obenyeska several times chairman na encourage about 2-3 weeks to election. The tia and say, okay, let's talk about it. Nipa directly at the national level of falling under the committee falling under no. Wabetne kumasiha at the pick up 10. Motorbikes 40. And this car can identify for Abe Chama Umu Echo. That committee responsible for that thing, no. Committee member ante, committee chair nante, nobody was.
Oheneba, Mamincho the reality.
Region no crowd was not aware.
Mamincho the reality. Okay, you know, reporting will be Ohano yes, the popularizing for the future ambitions. Into a bypass winning in a design they have to take a scan look at it.
Okay. Quick quarter. So your campaign na omwa a campaign apart from candidate na ye turn on do na adwene omo next elections so lapses where they have been. Campaign structure on paper was excellent. So you decentralized campaign no because about polling station here then yetono. So the role of the regional executives were say my zones. Me na me research zone from Ejuso to Drobonso. Nina also boils down to relationships and coordination and a cordiality. Say baby a candidate and an executives okay problems in Shadanya there anyhow. In terms of distributing of resources, remember, baby, are not problem in the I'll mention names Kumewu, Gabe, and friends if baby are not issues to work across because of constituency executives, maybe and no pieces in the relationship. I just and such a plans. And I think they already report now because of cordiality now, the report will tell you these things. And the Basa in a serious impact. Our vote no so. But the party in the general the campaign was candidate and chairman co-chair. But my said we should be constituency specific. And now dynamics are different.
Quickly, okay, report on the mine. I'm saying on the mine as well. Brother, the other man for being so bufu, as a party for maybe say, or more track constituency in Musa, and a mobile campaigner, who was a national for a beginner platform. No more local for crowd, they don't see their face.
To 10 years, a constituency chairman, probably our constituency chairman,
constituency chairman, Croncasa.
And the Banisana, or more a good for one, well, more when you wouldn't Razak and Tina, a month will be departed. Now, if you walk out by and platform, Wontumi as a crowd, platform when you're quiet, so and Kofobi, from national security, or might take over the platform. And they're talking about the dynamics of the constituency. And the doc, meaning some counter be during way now.
me who menu mensa e constituencies bi. Oheneba, one, the PC decided say or shadow executives.
And also baby.
Or shadow you call constituency, you call parliamentary primaries no. Executive mensa and 9B and support no. Into Obano, say youth organizer and supporter or shadow youth organizer. So woman organizer and supporter or shadow woman organizer. Now the person is dealing with those who call for. So they decided to sideline some of them executives no our more system no or the yaw onko. Abra onim say resource ebeba wo nsem. The people decided say entire executive union they will just sideline them and pick their own people. Remember, some of the constituencies omo blame me power. So they be out the complaint, the general complaint about say your friend is saying na pieces no and neglect you or more na omo pese. And ebi muso so na nya pieces no Oheneba. Na ye chairman bi anase organizer bi okodi piece na chininti. Me man kodi na chininti. Tam bi a piece ni be ka say enfrem minti e de be fa no so onfrɛ. Dem the order say. Any piece in the same man free. But and I'm say omuko no omu use USB. Some of them no use USB. Yeah, brother, any piece in the banana or him. Yeah, we official we are calling officer. But that time no, what did they say upo be for? And the idea was yeah, brother, any piece in the banana or him. I feel I then I be a na oh so person don't but already officer now also we are calling officer. Nanka ebianka won so dey na support no etimi wini ya Castel, Kawapesa won in the Bayjuma. So Nina, Asama, I then, of course, so until the BR makers doc, maybe the BR, I see that, because your results, it doesn't make sense. So I am a person, me blame baby.
Razak.
Yes.
Fatigue.
No, but there is a way out.
Fatigue.
There's a way forward.
Oheneba, May, first week of May, the National Executive did voter register. A back constituency BR. Say audit register audit no nke betimi am yahu nipa dodo a ye ni a betimi am yahu nipa dodo a eto aba constituency ho a omonte constituency ho so Accra obehu or ha obehu eninka transportation no kra will not be an issue. Ashanti region constituency say timi ye audit no N5 from May to December.
Why?
I don't know.
No. The closer woman say.
Okay. Say now your last one. No, Dr. Fugwa. Sorry.
The closer woman say. Your delegate system no. Minim constituency bia. Sika omoche no election day. Say. Odi nipa 5,000 kra. 5,000. 5,000 a constitute album na. No mo to abada day na. Still delegates in Kumbunya 2,000 cities each.
So we actually a candidate the BR free national mile.
They don't know what I say. They don't know what I say. Minimum constituency BR. Sika menu a pieces a fence aspirants menu a 2 With the nipa 5,000 at Tuabana, they will still get 2,000 cities each. The delegates.
Boy.
Huh? No. Some of them spend as much as 6.3 million Ghana cedis on the election day. Doc,
sorry.
I think me use my former MP nobody knows him. Those who claim to know him no. Knows on cinema.
I know.
But they make us be. Say Obi. I think the person is a scammer. Or then a picture, I create Facebook account, and I made Razaki.
Yeah, sorry.
The mechanic.
In conclusion today.
The mechanic research now said there's hope for the party because almost free party almost echikotuma NDC and almost man koto krano edoso and they are all prepared to come back. Bufu, but say anye homework ni ye dia. Bufu no be permanent, permanent. Almost some baby.
Right.
Because party and the youth na modi ho ho no. Youth no. My Asante region youth no There are a whole lot of this in there. The organization of the youth, it wasn't correct according to them. Nti my youth, Ashanti region youth do don't could the NDC. Oko Mankransu area ho, south side home corner. Youth do not free hoko baby. We youth organizer Ashanti region who Juma a year be brave. But you come and come be youth organizer. In
our next internal elections, we will pick this report. Then we will look at Omua form to take up leadership. Who has the qualities to respond to the concerns?
And I think, Doc,
and as a
100%. Some say kokanga and I say you don't go baby.
Monday today. But I fell another man can come in. Friday.
So no cry come in your market say
weekend in no price of pie is a premier pub. What there? What there? Premier pub. Tight. Oheneba. Beba to your pom sports no banyame adma channel pa ye be share.